We're going to have our annual talks in the Pines, where the topic this year is called Seeds of the Soul. And since you're here and watching, I thought I would give you a little advantage over everybody else ahead of the talks. Seeds of the Soul, when one hears the topic as I intended and as will be presented in the material, is about the elements that a man or a woman requires in this life, that life does not give them by itself, to begin bringing into their being another kind of energy, another kind of intelligence that the individual of himself or herself cannot create or produce. The possibility of a soul in a human life is the result of a collaboration between the willing individual human and the divine. It is truly a marriage in every sense of the word. So Seeds of the Soul is going to be about these elements, but it's also much more than that. Seeds of the Soul means that literally that you and I are seeds ourselves of a greater soul. And a seed of the greater soul has within it the seed of something else, as everything that is created is the seed of something else in one time frame or another. It is only because of that relationship that we ourselves are seeds of a greater soul, and that soul itself is the seed of the divine, that there can be a bridge between heaven and earth, because were it not so, there would be no possibility of a relationship. These are the things that most men and women will never know, not even hear. But you have an opportunity as an individual, an aspirant, to begin to recognize that you have in you, and you've had the experience where suddenly something comes along and it stirs in you, something you did not know was there to be stirred, a sudden recognition, a sudden remembrance of something beautiful or compassionate, a sudden impulse to be something other than you've always been. And in that moment, what stirred in you was placed in you by the divine for the purpose of coming into fruition in that moment, so that in that flowering, in that moment of fruiting, not only is the seed of that nature fulfilled in that split second by becoming what it was intended to become, but within that fruit itself there is yet another seed, another level, another mansion in which an individual can begin to understand their life, its purpose, and the relationship with the divine.